This is the trigger warning for our show. Please understand that various monsters had various victims and hunted in various ways depending on the folklore, mythology, or stories that were told about them. Please understand that it is not our intent to upset you. You will be given other warnings and additional warnings depending on the episode, but this is our blanket statement. We didn't write the myths, but we are using them to tell our story. Also, this is the content warning for our show. There will be cursing. There will be some interesting ideas. We will take it in where we can, but be warned, there was beer involved.
What if I told you there is a world where not only are monsters like vampires and werewolves real, but they have rights, just like you and me. And in this world, there exists a secret government organization dedicated to keeping you safe and making sure they follow the rules. Welcome to Anarium, a Monster of the Week podcast.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Anarium, an actual play Monster of the Week podcast. And I am Cameron Baker, your favorite neighborhood podcaster guy, here to just kind of catch you up on what happened last time. Our faithful heroes were thrust into a, well, situation that might be unusual for someone else, but par the course for our guys and girls. Can't forget. There is a town that has disappeared, or at least it's not where it should be. And our heroes had just pulled up on what looks like some compound of some sort with some armed gunmen. Fun. And we were about to hear that exchange. So without further ado, I think that's how you say that. Let's get into it. Thanks, guys. Enjoy.
Hi, welcome back to Anarium. I'm Sam. This is a world of my creation, with various friends and loved ones, put working it together to make it what it is. It was given life by Michael Sands, Monster of the Week. This is an actual play podcast. Time to meet my friends who play with me.
I'm Cam, and I play Bernard, and he's a bit of a Cthulhu nerd like myself. You might have learned in this last episode, maybe.
Just a touch. It's all right.
I'm Rob. My acting skills are so good that I play a tree.
That's pretty good.
Aww.
That's pretty good.
Who's your character name, you bum?
Tree. Orpheus. I play Orpheus, the French Creole.
Tree.
I'm Taylor. I play Marcellus Corvinson, the 1100-year-old vampire warlock.
And,
He's a better actor.
And I'm Rick. I play Corbin Graves.
Corbin fucking
That
Graves.
Corbin fucking Graves. That's legally his middle name right now. He's just a wild card.
Wild
Boy,
card.
Who are you as a person?
Yeah, glad to be in a room full of Always Sunny fans.
Wild card.
The brake lines on this thing are huge.
So where we left off last time, you guys had arrived at the what appeared to be the high school of Terra, Nebraska. Get that gnat. Get it. Get that gnat.
I'm going to get him back in my sight.
It's behind you now. Oh, nope, there it is. Nope, and I don't know what you're trying to grab, but it was not the gnat. You guys have arrived at Terra, Nebraska's high school. On the rooftop, there appears to be a few spotlights aiming directly upward as if a beacon to lure people there. Standing outside around the gates of the building, which are like an 8-foot fence, well maintained, there are a few people with roadblocks standing by one of the main entrances to this area. As presumably, hopefully, you've listened to the previous episodes. If not, you need to go back and do that or you're going to be lost.
That's a bad spot.
Time moves
it's a bad
forward
spot.
chronologically.
Clocks are round, but time goes forward. That's what it does. These gentlemen are standing around. Good old boys. More militia than military or police, but they didn't open fire on your vehicle as soon as they saw it. So that's probably a good
plus.
sign.
Because I honked.
What would you guys like to do?
What's
Marcellus would like to land on the roof and go back to humanoid form.
The roof of Gertrude, the heavily armored
No.
rescue wagon, or the building?
The building.
I like that you said
And then-
humanoid, too. Like,
what mascot is on this building? What's their Don't.
The Terran talons.
Of all
it's
the
actually just
things
an
I
eagle
thought
talon.
about, it is the Terran Talons, and their mascot is a golden eagle.
I really wanted it to be a fucking fruit bat.
That makes no sense.
It is now.
Yeah, he'd like to
before
land on the roof and then
covered the eagle with his own image.
drop down
Right.
behind all the militia guys.
Now, are you actually dropping down behind them, or are you up on the roof? There is some space between the two things. Think courtyard region, maybe quarter of a mile between the building and where the gate's at. It's not a ton of space, but it's enough that there's open area.
No, I'm gonna drop down onto the roof, change back into Marcellus, and then jump down off of the roof and walk up behind them.
All right.
Couldn't you just land
how you
on the
get shot.
ground?
No, he had to be cool and pull like a Celine move where he hits the ground.
You're gonna spook
Exactly.
the shit out of
Celine?
those guys.
You mean it's Selena Kyle? He's Catwoman out there.
No, Celine,
Celine
Underworld.
from Underworld. Actually, my
Oh,
first
there
thought
you-
was Celine Dion. I was like, wherever you are. I can't sing like her. I shouldn't try.
You're here.
All right, I spot the talons. I go to open the door. Unless Boyd wants to stop me, I'm like, all right, let's do this.
Consider Boyd your team lead. He will be giving you orders as you go forward. Going out and greeting them can be fine, depending
Okay.
on what your charisma is at.
Open the thing. I assume it's some sort of.
I mean,
stairs
it's a
down.
fancy door, kind of like a loading ramp. It's designed for as many people to get inside as possible, as quickly as possible.
I
This is-
think Bernard wants to go too. If
Go.
there's people in front of him that are getting out, like
Yeah.
he's not like running up to be the next out, but he's
he's participating.
I go out with a fist in the air and I go, what is it? The talons?
The talons, the
The
terror
talons.
talons.
I go, caw, caw, go talons. Hey, what's up, everybody?
A couple of the guys like stand around with their assault rifles, also put their hands up and go, caw. I should have made you roll like luck or something, but I love the
Yeah,
imagery of just
I
being
like
like,
it.
caw.
and Bernard like coming out like whatever he is, second or third, is just kind of like
Oh yeah, no,
pumping
yeah.
his fist, like
Caw.
yeah,
No,
caw,
no, that's what's happening.
Hey, gents, what do we need saved from today?
A larger gentleman. He's, I guess the term would be rotund, with a buzz cut, high and tight.
not a word you want to be
Circular.
described as.
It's very, very ovular, circular. Rhombus is not the word we would use here.
As tall
That would
as
be
he
a
is
very
wide.
unique
We're
person.
not there
shape.
yet. We're not there yet. He steps forward. This gentleman appears to be in charge, as everyone is looking to him to interact with you. Hello. My name is Deputy Jack Thompson. I have taken over keeping things safe here. I assume you're with the military with a vehicle like that.
You could say that.
Can I now?
Yeah. Where? Say it says swamp.
I guess that's a good question. What would you pose as? Because an Arium's not generally recognized. So like,
It would probably just say search and rescue.
It says, let's see, special, it's an S, rescue.
it would be stars, and anybody who's ever played Resident Evil is gonna laugh you guys out. It would say search and rescue. I'll go with that.
Okay.
You guys are stars at the moment. You're stars in my eyes because I love you guys.
So, wait, it's. No,
Special Tactics and Rescue Squad stars. You need to play Resident Evil, dude.
TS.
All right, so you guys are searching.
Or Mass Effect, Special Tactics and Reconnaissance.
Tactical
Rescue's
Search
important.
search and
We're not
rescue.
doing this. We're not
Czar.
search and rescue. That is what it says. You guys woke up. The gentleman's greeted you.
For search-tacular and rescue.
My name's Jack Thompson, Deputy Jack Thompson. It's good to see that somebody finally responded. Phone signal has been rather spotty around out here. What the hell are you guys doing here, and why did it take you so goddamn long?
Well, you guys do have like a big, like beacon, several of them pointing out that.
Well, after we made the first 200-300 phone calls, nobody fucking answered. We figured we probably ought to let you guys know where we were. What the hell's going on?
well,
Why don't you
Marcellus-
start by telling us what you know, and then we'll fill in the holes.
You give me a charm roll to decide if this guy likes you guys or not.
is this manipulate somebody?
Technically, this is manipulate somebody. That's
a
not
weird roll.
not the word that I would like. Why is it a weird roll, Rick?
Because I have a natural appeal.
Thank you.
5, 9. Oh my god. 12. Jeez, I can't do math.
Well, here we are. You roll the 12. He is actually fairly comfortable. You can tell almost a wave of relief hits this guy when he's kind of like, oh, thank God, somebody with some more authority than me is here. All right. So as of 8 a.m. this morning when the sun was supposed to rise, it didn't. Been attempting to make contact with the outside world. Nothing's going on. No sun, no lights, no electricity. Every grid we were on is off. We managed to start up some of the generators in the school to get the lights on so everybody would know to come to town. Very, very briefly, we used one of the generators to run the alarm siren to let folks in town know. Not everybody's here. Right now, out of everybody in town, we're probably looking at about 600 head.
Okay. You see any, like, fish people or anything like that?
He looks at you, and I'm going to need you to make a charisma roll to decide how he feels about that.
Charm.
Charm, so that's a 3.
He looks at you and then looks back at Corbin and goes, so, you guys are here to help us out, right? Do you know what's going on? What happened? Was it a storm?
Why don't you go?
Yeah, I'll go.
Why don't you go back?
I'll
to
just
the
go.
van?
I'll just, you know what? I'll fuck right off. See you guys.
All right, out of character. Where's the level in? I'm doing my job, and I'm totally destroying the veil. Like, hey, you're kind of maybe not on Earth anymore. We just need everyone on the truck.
And that's
probably what I
don't
should
know
be
if
saying.
you listen to the show or not, but I will tell you that was a good call to tell me to fuck off. Bernard does not do well with disguising clearance.
I saw you
And-
roll a 5 and then say a number less than 5. So in my mind, you're not allowed to talk to people.
Yeah, that's a good rule, but that's also why like I make sure that I do because it's fun.
That's why I put myself in the front.
Yeah.
So Jack's looking at Corbin, and he's as far as your question as to what line is the veil, you've been around long enough. You are vaguely aware that, like, hey, we need to kind of be mindful with normal humanity in humans as to what they are aware of, especially in a high tense situation like this.
I'm trying to goad out of Jack Thompson if he has seen anything weird enough so I can be like, all right, cool. He knows this isn't.
He kind of looks at you and he's like, as far as I know, power went out. As of right now, we're just keeping everybody inside, cots, sleeping, people are nervous, lanterns.
All right, you said 600. Is that what you have or the total?
At the moment of the supposedly 800 population, we have about 600 in the gym.
And the bus can hold what?
50, comfortably. Mind you, because I suppose the rope trick, what the portal they created, that's based on the casters in a time frame. You can open a portal and get everyone through it. Eventually, you will have to break the veil.
Mm-hmm.
It is your choice to as how early you're going to do it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, so, Deputy, you're, I assume, pretty in charge right here. Was it your call to, like, get the spotlights on? And do
Directly
everything?
underneath the sheriff.
Excellent. Where's the sheriff at?
Well,
Not that I'm uncomfortable talking to you.
Nope, you're
I
fine.
just want to know where he is.
I understand. The sheriff's name is Sheriff Stacy Durant, is in charge of our town. She is currently inside dealing with the pain in the ass old women, men, children, and the fucking hipsters who've decided that they need to decide that they want to talk about something, goddamn hippies that are high out of their goddamn minds because they ain't got nothing better to do. Clearly, this is a character who is not kind to strangers.
That's fine.
Are you playing Eric Cartman right now?
Hey, Bernard.
Damn hippies!
Good hippies.
Hey, can we come in, talk to some people, see what's going on? We can get.
I mean, yeah, I suppose. I mean, you guys seem to be pretty well on your level. You appear to be with the government. Are you the man in charge?
He's still on the bus.
At this point,
Not fish people guy.
Alan
Different
Boyd,
guy.
different guy. Alan Boyd would come off of the bus, step forward, and go, "Hello, deputy. It was a pleasure to meet you. I'm glad that you've managed to get most of your town in one location. Our attempt to come here, we are your search and rescue team. What are you laughing about?
I just love this voice so much.
Now I can
So-
only hear Twilight Zone. What is his name? Rod
Rod Stewart.
Sterling.
Yes.
No, Rod Sterling. You're right.
Yeah.
Rod Stewart is a rock band guy.
And a race car driver, I think. A different
That's
guy.
Tony Stewart.
Tony
You
Stewart.
approach.
No, that was not Tony Stewart.
We're just doing
Fuck
20,
you, Taylor.
like the weirdest 20 degrees of separation.
like the weird
No, that's a
Tony
that's a-
Stewart or Sterling Merlin, who
that's
used to
a-
drive the Silver Bullet.
That's a gangster,
over here
right?
like
Tony Soprano.
Rod Stewart.
I'm glad that you've managed to get the majority of your population located in one place. That'll be easy for us in order to get you all out of here safely. We will be doing some minor investigation. Me and my team will set up a perimeter. We have a plan to get you out of here. We're just not entirely certain what's going on. Some investigation will be done. Is there anything you need to let us know of now? Deputy kind of looks around a little bit and he's like, "No, not particularly. We've gathered what we can. The people who are going to show up who are going to. We've got some sticklers who aren't real worried about what's going on out in the world right now. They'd rather stay at home with their own business, and that's fine. We could sound the alarm again if you want, but we're concerned mostly in wasting power."
What are these hippies talking about? You said they were hipsters. Talking about something weird.
Ah, these goddamn liberals walking around acting like they know everything. Oh, it's going to be fine. Oh, it's the government. Oh, it's this. Oh, it's
Okay.
that.
All right, cool.
No, we're worried about it.
All right.
We're going to be fine. So you guys
I
come on
like
in.
to think that Marcellus is standing right behind them listening to all of this.
He turns around to tell the other guys to move the blockade and, like, has a weird little shit his pants. One like, "Oh, fuck. Where'd you come from?"
Just from the
Behind
bus,
you.
because I haven't left the bus yet. To Izzy, who I know clearly can't talk. Why do I need to change into human form? If the rest of you are here like this.
Izzy kind of looks at you, and with his two hands, their two hands, they are androgynous, I apologize, to a character that I made up and I created, but still I should be sensitive, makes the, like, turn it hand gestures to you where they are trying to tell you, like, no, you need to do this now.
I guess I'll crack my pepper shaker.
Can
I
you,
might
make a,
throw it at Izzy to see if anything happens here.
can you make a weird roll for me as you crack it? Just more of to let me know if something's going to happen or not.
I
7.
think your weird's +2, right?
Yeah, it is. I just wanted to double check.
7. As you hit this and you hear the grinding, it actually takes a minute for the illusion to take effect, which is odd. It's based on your environment, but it does.
I've
take
done
effect.
it literally twice. I don't know if it's odd or not.
So to anybody paying attention at home, it takes a minute, and it's an odd reaction to a spell that normally works instantly.
Okay. I'll also crack my pepper shaker, or I'll toss my pepper shaker over to Izzy. Kind of gesture, maybe, and cast sight as I'm walking out of the bus.
As you leave, it's still kind of the same hazy. There is something magical about the region that you're in. It's no different than where you were at the limits. The bubble holding this place here is still here. But you now look human, and you walk out amongst the others. Presumably, you've armored up in some way, or are you walking out like in 1800s, dude? That's a dumb question. You were walking out like in 1800s, dude.
Yes, I am. Powdered wig and everything.
I almost spit my water out.
Everybody kind of gives you that side eye look like, what the hell's going on here? And you can tell the deputy's suddenly uncomfortable, and everyone looks to him to see if you're actually still removing the blockade from the entryway. You guys,
As I'm standing behind them.
He's a specialist. Don't mention it, please.
he's getting very uncomfortable with this situation. Things went from the militaries here to a lot of high weirdness all at once. Rando mentioned fish people, He's very uncomfortable now. You have pushed him to a point where Corbin's 12 is no longer a 12.
Thanks. I worked really hard on it.
Thanks, guys. With my -2, I rolled really well.
All right, like, you guys can come in and check things out, but I'm going to need you to stick around a group. I'm going to go grab the sheriff. Don't wander off, and do not go in that gymnasium until she greets you. Have I made myself clear?
Yes, sir?
Yep.
He gives Marcellus a look. It makes him very uncomfortable that you appeared out of nowhere behind him. He knows that's not normal, and now he's very uncomfortable with you guys. He goes inside to find the sheriff. You guys manage to thread the needle of this vehicle through a gate that is not really designed to handle Gertrude's just behemoth nature.
Girth-trude.
Girth-trude.
Girthy Gertrude.
But you managed to get through. You are now parked in the field-esque area outside of the gym. Over the radio, you guys do get a contact from Troy, which is, hey, guys, I'm like, he looks up, and he's like, no fucking stars. Looks down, he's like, what the fuck are you doing? All right, I found tracks right around the outer perimeter of the circle. I'm not entirely positive what it is. Whatever it is probably travels in packs. Looks like there's 4 or 5 of them here together. Whatever it is, it's not from Terra, Nebraska. I don't know what it is. I don't know how concerned to be, but be aware that something from not Terra, Nebraska is in fucking Terra, Nebraska.
Does it look like flipper
Before
feed?
before Bernard asks, it's not fish people, is it?
Troy, I do not mean
No.
to alarm you, but none of us are from Terra, Nebraska, and yet we are here.
Bro, you are dressed as the
I look like
just
fucking Thomas Jefferson.
Like a foppish founding father. You are alarming everyone. Who is this guy? Is this the
It's going to really freak you guys out when Izzy uses that pepper shaker and the second one of them walks out because it's designed to make him look like him.
I can't wait for Izzy to walk out.
Can you take the wig off at least?
He looks down. We're looking at like 3 toes, massive leg span. I mean, we're talking these tracks hop.
Velociraptors.
Marcellus is gonna go back in
Clip my girl.
like, through the gate on the other side that he didn't come from, and then walk around the corner and go back into Raven mode and go up and see if he can find whatever's making those tracks in
This guy's
the
just showing
area.
off now.
It depends. How far out are you willing to investigate?
The sky.
Let's say a 5-mile perimeter.
5 miles is going to get you just to the outskirts of the town that's designed. You've probably got another 10 miles before you hit the rim.
Oh, where they're actually at?
Yes, where he is at, located in a
Oh.
wooded area.
Okay.
There's a lot of Terra, Nebraska that has been brought here, wherever he
Okay.
is.
Okay.
suburbs of-
Sorry, I was not concise with the amount of Terra, Nebraska that was transported. Figuring out distances in my head is difficult.
Important question.
Yes.
Is it 1 R or 2s?
Terra, Nebraska, 1.
Thank you. I've cracked the case.
Done. We can go home now, boys. From the entryway to the gym, pair of double doors, a woman walks out. Probably around, I don't know, 5'6", blonde hair, brown eyes, wearing sheriff's getup. Walks towards you guys, hand on her gun, not threateningly, but at this point it's a comfort to know that she has a weapon. This is a terrifying situation for a normal human. For you guys, it's Tuesday night. For her, it's kind of a big deal.
Is she hot?
I don't know, roll a
A
die.
woman in uniform is always going to be
I
a
was gonna
little more
say,
attractive.
You rolled a 1 to you. She's not your type.
She's got hair.
I feel that every woman on earth has a beauty to her. There is something to be found in everyone that is a beauty, whether it be outward, inward, whatnot. I think it's important to recognize
Rotundness.
that. No, I mean, it's just
Sheriff Durant. I presume.
Yeah. Hi, welcome to Terra, Nebraska. Can you tell me what's going on?
Sure. Special Agent Corbin Graves.
What division of what organization, Special Agent?
Search and rescue.
Okay, we'll put
Bernard's
a
in
pin
the
on
back
that
just kind of
because you're here
gesturing
to
to
help.
his
Other than
arm.
that,
Like just like a 3-year-old pointing like special unit.
special classified agent. Anyway,
If you gotta ask, you don't have the clearance to know.
Division 6.
There is Division 6.
Sector 7.
I'm just thinking of like Lilo and Stitch right now. Like, it's just so clearly outclassed.
Met your deputy. Is there anything that you need over the next couple hours? Anything that you don't have? While we work out getting everyone out
I
here.
need you to roll me charisma again. Not charisma, but your
Charm.
Your charm. It's important. These people are highly stressed out
Still
and how
using weird.
still using weird. It's an ability you have.
9.
She looks at you and she goes, Special Agent, what was it?
Graves.
Special Agent Graves? My entire town went dark. The sun didn't rise 7 hours ago. As far as I am concerned, if there's anything you can offer me to help these people, that is what I need right now.
That is the branch I'm part of. We deal with the sun didn't come up level stuff.
Somehow that's not comforting. What can I tell the 600 people inside that are starting to panic?
We're gonna get them out. We're gonna get y'all out of here back to safety.
I want to kind of rib
Good.
if they tried sacrificing a virgin.
Wait, who?
Wow, every time he rolls well, you guys ruin it within like 2 minutes because that makes her very uncomfortable.
You guys are all being what I'm normally.
Marcellus is going to introduce himself as Special Agent Corvinson of the International Task Force.
Give me a charisma roll.
Just to make
You guys
her a
going
little more
Die
at
Hard?
ease since she
I've-
just got a search and rescue division.
Yeah. Give me a charisma roll. Not charisma. Give me a charm,
Charm?
roll.
That'd be 10.
10? All right.
9. Sorry.
You have put her at ease. She is not as concerned. She's kind of still side-eyeing everyone. She's not wholly comfortable with what's happening. She doesn't know if she can actually trust you. You're a handful of people showing up and telling her that her rescue has arrived. She wasn't entirely informed that she needed to be rescued yet.
Yeah.
She looks at you and says, "Is this happening anywhere else?"
Currently we are monitoring everywhere. There are some similar occurrences that have happened, which is what told us we needed to get here, get everybody out,
70
and
years ago.
see what's going on for sure.
Pretty localized.
Okay.
You should look in the sky and tell her there's an 85% chance it's only happening here.
Well, no, I just told her there were similar occurrences. I didn't say when.
I do
I didn't say they were current.
want to compliment her on getting everything
Yeah,
pretty well put together.
I mean, we're in an area where
Did good.
weather emergencies can happen. We were prepared for some kind of emergency. The sun not coming up wasn't really it. So when can we get the hell out of here?
Can I want to get a read on her
Okay.
to see if she's somebody I think I could be like, hey, come here, I'm going to pull you aside and explain what the hell's going on. And if she could handle that and respond to it correctly instead of like, you're a crazy person. Because she has brought up the sun
Marcellus
didn't
is
come
going
up
to intercept
twice.
that.
And so I think she's on, like, it might be okay to be like, hey.
Marcellus is intercepting that.
Okay.
There's no way he's letting that come out.
You guys play that out. So Corbin has kind of started to take her aside.
Well, no, I just want to get a read on her. I just want to, like, insight check.
Do a read a
okay.
bad situation.
I thought he was like pulling
No,
her
no,
aside
no.
to tell
I
her, and
wanna
I was
see
like, no.
7.
You can tell that on a normal day when the sun came out, you could probably confide in this woman and she'd be able to handle it. She has a flexible mind. Today's not that day.
Okay.
There is a ton of stress on her right now. The entire town keeps asking her what's going on.
Instead of loosening her up, an actual weird thing has.
Yes.
Okay.
Traditionally, she's sheriff for a reason. Like, this woman is not
Gotcha.
to be messed with.
All right.
At this moment, probably not a great time.
Deal. I've experienced sheriffs who are like, "Oh no, that's cool. All right, cool."
That's fair.
Okay, I think I'm just gonna
Stay in the
investigate.
van.
Yeah, we'd like to go in and.
Oh, wait.
some people.
What you got, Bernard?
Oh, I thought we were already out of the van.
You guys are.
We are, but we're at the doors.
Oh, okay.
To go into the school.
Okay. Okay, then if we're not in the doors yet, I would like to, when we get in, just investigate as I'm going and just see if I notice anything.
You just want to level up, don't you?
No. I just kind of want to just keep looking to see maybe I see a person doing something weird or.
As you guys walk in, this is pretty standard middle America fare.
Okay.
Cots set up, blankets, pillows, lanterns. Generators aren't really running at the moment. They're for emergency situations that aren't kind of happening. There's really no trauma center. Like, there's an area that's clearly set up with a gurney or two and some medical things with big red crosses on it. They haven't had a super emergency. It's just the sun didn't come up, so they gathered together as a community, as one would hope in this situation.
I would consider that a super emergency.
It is very. It is
True.
all. You did say it was all cloudy out.
They can't see anything. There's no stars in the sky.
Oh, so I would like to. Does it see? Is it like you say cloudy?
Yes.
Is it like cloudy or is it like foggy? Like to a certain extent, where like is it lower? It just seems like you can't see.
Like, remember when we had that huge storm and the sky was fucking green?
It's
Like,
not
there
that bad.
There have been days where
There's
you wake
no
up and it
light
just
here,
seems-
so it's like you're getting very minimal. If
Okay.
you guys didn't have flashlights, you'd be at a -2 outside. There's no light source at all. From what you can tell, it's as if there's a stormy sky. There's no lightning, there's no thunder, but it's as if it is completely overcast.
All right, I'm gonna go to Boyd.
Boyd is still, like, he's gone out, he's greeted, he shook hands, he's gone back into Gertrude. He's looking at his map, and he looks at you guys, and he finally goes, all right, what we're going to do is we're going to go forward. We need to find what's left of the humanity that's here and bring them to the school. I hate the fact that you both smile as soon as I start talking.
I love this voice. I lied earlier. I said
The lady.
yeah, she's my favorite. It's him. 100.
This is your third favorite of the night.
This
I-
makes my
yeah.
heart happy.
I laughed because you went, "We're going to go forward," and I wanted to go into the gym.
We are going to find the people that aren't brought here by now. Go out. Do your
Dibs.
search. Dibs. We do not
It
call
just leans
dibs
in
in
to
Zulu.
the vent dibs.
You're going to go out and do what you can to find the people that haven't come here yet. I'll rendezvous with the sheriff and figure out what I can figure out as far as who's not here by name and location. We'll do our best to send out some of these militia individuals to take care of things. I've already dispatched the twins to set up a magical aura inside the gym to keep things calm. We're going to make this work. We don't want them to panic, but we have to have some idea of what's going on. At this moment, we are flying completely blind. We'll do our best to gather what's left, and then we will leave. Have I made myself clear, ladies and gentlemen? Everyone on Zulu instantly nods. What
Yeah.
do you guys do?
And I think Bernard too. I would like to say it, and I think it would probably be noticeable. I think now that there's a task and we're doing something, I think he is taking on a much more serious tone. He's ready to work now. Like, no more one line. He's ready to go do something. He's
Okay.
tuned in. He's
I'm gonna go have a moment with Boyd.
All right. What do you got?
Corbin goes up to Boyd and goes, "Hey, boss.
Special Agent Boyd, if you would.
Special Agent Boyd. I know you and I don't get super along for some reason, but I mean, I'm here. Possibly not on Earth, and so I'm taking this serious. So
That would be a change of character for you, Mr. Graves.
that's why I'm pointing it out. I'd like to head out and find some more people.
All right, you can take Charlie team. I will break up part of Zulu, and they will go in the other direction. Our scouts are still searching. You guys can go out and see what you can find. Do your best not to fuck this up, Graves.
Thumbs up, kind of sheepish, leaves.
All right. From over the radio, Agent Chi crackles in. Hey, I'm on the east side of town. I just found a group of people gathered together in a barn singing church hymns. Is there anything you guys can tell me about that?
What are they singing?
That's yeah.
Church hymns. Basic, your traditional. Praise God, praise the good Lord.
Religion.
Sounds like
Comfort
they're
for-
just having a moment.
It's the opioid of the masses, man.
That's true.
Do not eat the red rope licorice.
What?
Never seen Wayne's World 2?
It's been a while.
And that was over the radio somewhere.
It was over the radio. She is informing you that she found something.
If you can convince him to come to the gym, get everyone in one spot.
Yeah. I'm reaching out to find out what's happening here because we were not informed that there would be this many people. Technically, we weren't informed of anything. I'm just curious to know what I'm walking into. I mean, I can go introduce myself if you guys think I should, but any clue what's happening?
So there's 200 people in the city unaccounted for, and I'm guessing they are probably part of that 200 people that we're looking for. If they are, they need to go to the gymnasium immediately.
We have ruled out fish people.
Pretty thoroughly.
The deputy walks up to you guys, hearing you communicating with someone he can't see. Not terrified, but understanding that there are probably others. What'd you guys find?
We were not talking to spiders.
God damn.
Shut up, Bernard.
We got weird codes.
Deputy, we have a few individuals out scouting and seeing if they can find anybody, and we found some people on the east side in a barn singing church hymns. Does that sound remotely accurate?
Oh, that's the cult.
Can you,
What?
Okay, so when I was like, hey, is there something weird
what?
going on? The cult. We're gonna put that on the list of stuff.
No,
in the
that's
Yeah,
weird.
that might have been a good thing
We're
to
gonna-
talk.
No, they're weird. They
Hey, guess what?
no
You've-
modern technology, weird hairdos, weird clothes.
You're out of the
Need-
circle of trust, fucker.
Need more. Weird hairdo
Just
how?
because they're Amish doesn't mean they're a cult.
Yeah, are we talking Amish or are
I
we
got it.
talking we talking like cloaks and
Oh, they're fucking weird. Horses, buggies, no no
I
technology.
put a hand
The
up in my
sheriff-
ear.
Yep.
The
go-
sheriff legitimately walks up and like puts her hand on the deputy's arm and's like, shh, shh. It's a small Amish community to the east.
It's
No,
it's a small.
it's a cult. They're weird. Their religious beliefs are completely off center. No, I looked it up. Google
Okay,
says.
the deputy has already irritated Marcellus. He's just gonna
Okay,
look at him
never
and go, "Hey, look, just because somebody's beliefs are different than yours doesn't make them weird. Just makes them different from yours."
Not the time
So,
for some Sesame
Now I'm
Street.
gonna talk to the sheriff while you shut up.
He doesn't love it, but the sheriff kind of looks at him as like, no, yeah, you stepped in it. You need to be quiet now. And she looks to you. Yes, Mr. Corvinson. Special agent Corvinson.
You can call me Mister if it's easier. I'm not one of those
Mr.
ATF
Special Agent.
FBI guys that cares
Mr.
about the
Special
special
Agent.
agent beforehand. If you just want to say Mr. Corvinson, or just better yet, just call me Marcellus. That'd make it easier.
Call
Okay.
him Mark. He likes it.
Okay, Marcellus. It's just a group of Amish folks who live out on the east side of town. It's a branch of Amish. I think the term is Anabaptist. It's a branch of the Amish faith. They're not as strict about clothing, so they do seem a little odd. I mean, but they're Amish, more or less.
Okay. That's kind of what I figured as soon as I heard the description. Okay, hang on a second, and I'm gonna relay to Chi, saying, "Hey, you they're Amish. Just go tell them that hey, it's time to get to the gymnasium. This is something that's important, and they need to get there now."
All right, I'm on
Just
it.
a part of me that like
Thank you.
Orpheus wants to say like, oh, you mean those liberal Quakers? No, they're bad.
Quakers and Amish are very different.
Very, very different.
You ignorant
well,
fool.
Well, they could have been a sect from what he
That's
knew.
like saying a werewolf and a lichen are the same thing. No, they are not.
They're very,
She says
very
okay.
hurtful stereotypes.
Very hurtful stereotypes, you monster. She says okay, and you can tell like she's on her mission to try to recruit them back to the gym. As they have sat out a huge map of the city, they've put pins in the homes of families that haven't come in yet. They are attempting like a few ham radios, a few cell phones. Kids are trying to call friends. Like there is an effort to bring everyone in. This town is ready for like tornadoes and other like weather related stuff. Even
Not
though I don't,
astrological stuff.
yeah, nothing to this extreme oddity. But they're having difficulty reaching some of the families that, if you look at this map, are closer to the outer rim of the circle, which, based on Chi's last reported coordinates, are very close to the outer circle of the eastern side of town, which is why she found it. She hasn't come in that far.
Okay.
Do you have any?
Okay.
What are those called? 4-wheelers, ATVs. Do we have any in the thing?
You guys don't really have access to that kind of thing. They could probably supply you with 1 or 2 ATVs. It's not really what people were coming here for.
Well, so we could get around faster. The big thing is huge and takes forever.
That's fair. You could probably get vehicles. People are a little concerned, but maybe the sheriff's vehicle. She trusts you guys. She likes Marcellus. He's been calming her and how he's been speaking to her. No one's mentioned fish people or fuck everybody the way others have. So
He doesn't have a powdered wig on.
doesn't have on a powdered wig.
Yeah.
So
So he's gonna. Marcellus is gonna ask her. Sheriff, is it all right if we borrow some vehicles to try to get around and get to these people as quickly as possible?
I can send out 2 or 3 of my deputies to the various homes and check on them. I can give you my vehicle, very large SUV with sheriff written on the side. But I would feel safer having my people go to their homes. They'll be recognized and they're more likely to cooperate.
Okay. I'm just gonna say, just playing devil's advocate here, that with 200 people unaccounted for, roughly, we should probably do it as fast as possible. So I'm thinking the more people out, the better. Yes, we may not be recognizable to them, but this is a situation that we need to start evacing people like immediately.
She looks at you. She goes, hey, I know how you guys do things, and that's fine. But I'm telling you, if you showed up to a stranger's house, you're more likely to get buckshot than you are help or any sort of cooperation. If I send Thompson out, they'll listen to him. They won't listen to you. The reason they're not here now is because they don't want to listen to the sirens. I do appreciate what you're saying. I'm not telling you you're wrong, but I know this community, and I know that's not going to work.
And I understand and respect that. I was just offering additional support if necessary. What would you like us to do at this very point in time until we get everybody here?
You will most likely, at this point, if you want to save as many lives as possible, probably need to go out to the Amish community and get them here now.
Okay. I'm going to look at Boyd and the others and say, I'm going to go out to the Amish community.
Take your team.
Okay, everybody. I really hope you enjoyed the episode. We are really enjoying making these episodes with our first guest. I think he's doing an awesome job, and please let him know in the comments that he is. If you think so. If you think he stinks, tell him he stinks, but I don't think he'll say that. But yeah, he's been awesome on the show. We're really having a good time, and this arc is getting ready to ramp up. I hope you are prepared for that. Things are going to get pretty crazy pretty fast, so stick with us. We're going to be on our 2-week schedule like normal, getting things back on track. Yeah, just make sure you follow us and tell a friend. Please leave some comments on whatever listening apparatus you use. That's really beneficial for us. And yeah, thanks so much for listening, and we'll see you next time. Bye.